You bet.
All right, here we go.
They have 600, over 600. Oh, here they come.
Very high-tech alligator call. Never try that. So currently inside the swamp with us, a little over 200 alligators, 204 to be exact. These are all nuisance wild-caught alligators. Basically what has landed them here, though, is just being alligator. What used to be creeks and swamps and bayous is now turned into waterfront property. So just being an alligator has pretty well got some of these guys in trouble. Now, one good thing about them, though, is alligators are actually very good at association. They can associate times, places, colors, even sounds. They see in color about as you and I do. Now, for some reason, pink happens to be their favorite color. Some of you ladies might need to watch out. Y'all stay in the middle, you'll be fine. But it doesn't take a very big alligator to ruin your day. At about 6 to 7 feet, which little Pee-wee here is right around that 6-foot mark. But at that size, they have a bite force of about 400 to 500 pounds, which doesn't seem like much weight. Most of you fellas put that up at the gym every week, don't you? And some of us. Doesn't seem like much, but our arms and legs tend to start breaking around 450. So that little alligator could actually do quite a bit of damage. Now, once they jump up in size to around 10 feet or so, which hopefully we'll get some big guys up here in a minute, but at 10 feet, that bite force makes a tremendous leap to around 1,800 to 2,000 pounds, which, by the way, will not feel very good. Now, one good thing about it, though, is if one of these big guys did happen to get a hold of you, he can only hold that pressure on you for about 20 minutes. So, if y'all got 45 minutes to kill, things should be fine, right? At least we'll hope so. So, hanging out with us out here in the swamp, there are actually both males and females out here. Now, from an external standpoint, male and female alligators actually look the same. So I can't really look at one and say, yeah, that one kind of looks like a boy or that one kind of looks like a girl, because they're identical. So there are basically a couple ways that you guys can tell whether this alligator is actually going to be a boy or a girl. The first way, you toss your wallet over the fence. Ladies always beat them to it. The second way, you can physically catch that alligator, kind of reach in, check out the running gear, if you know what I mean. And the last way is, ladies, you only upwards of about 10 feet or so. You will never make it over 11. Fellas, you get up until about the 13-foot range, maxing at around 14. So if it's over 11 feet out here, I can pretty well guarantee it's going to be a male. Now, ladies, what you lack in size, you make up for an overall temperament and attitude. Good example, two of the meanest alligators out here in the swamp. Due to their lovely temperament and attitudes, we just call them Hillary and Nancy. Luckily, I hadn't seen them yet. So, to give you guys an idea what has been happening out here in the alligator world this time of the year, is we are just now warming up a bit, coming out of our winter torpor, if you will. Alligators physically don't eat during the winter time. It's too cold outside. Internal body temperature of about 55 and below. They physically can't break down or metabolize that food. So a lot of these guys have gone since about October or November of last year without eating. So no big deal to them. Also, what's about to start happening is we're going to jump into breeding season here pretty soon. About mid-April, that breeding season will kick off. Most of your really big guys, by big I mean 13 plus, will go right into chasing girls well before they get hungry. And once that breeding season's over, which is about the end of May, is when we'll start seeing the feedings pick up quite a bit. All the really big guys will start showing up for a bite to eat. And things kind of kick off there. We're starting to get a few today. It's warming up quite a bit. Come on, Arnold, you can do it. Quick, somebody jump there and give him a push. He's having trouble.
Here he comes.
There we go. Man, that's a lot of effort. Mostly small ones showing up. The reason for that is they have a smaller body mass, which means they can heat up and cool down a lot faster than the big guys will. I say that. Here comes my man Scraggles coming over. Scraggles there used to live at the Birmingham Zoo for quite some time. One of their big alligators. Got another big guy starting to show up.
Was that the one
this might turn into
that's
something.
the
I've got something a little bit bigger in here. We're going to let one of those guys maybe try and smash. Now, granted, we're definitely not filling any of these alligators up. At one time, if they wanted to, some of these bigger fellows out here could actually eat about a fifth of their body weight. So from a man Scraggles out front, he's probably weighing close to 800 pounds. At one time, if he wanted to, you're looking at almost 160 pounds he could eat at one sitting. I bet some of those kids would fit right in, wouldn't they? Now, if we're at the extreme other end of that, there's Prince Eric showing up too. Hey, Prince Eric. The extreme other end of that, let's say that same alligator's having a hard go of things, life was a little tough. As long as he gets about 10% of that overall body weight, so about 80 pounds, he could actually go upwards of about a year to a year and a half with no food whatsoever, still keeping this lovely figure of his. So kind of shows you how good these guys are at energy conservation. Come on, Scraggles, up. He gave Pee Wee a run for his money there. Come on, Scraggles, get up here. He's thinking about it. Period of time. We're talking 5 to 7 days, given proper temperature. And they can handle about everything they're going to encounter in the wild. So bones, teeth, feathers. Nikes don't do so well, but that's a long story. Get their shoes off before you throw them in, Mom. All right, let's see what Arnold's going to do with this. He's working on cracking it a little bit. Is anybody having a bar with them? Don't ask what it is, just cook it. Actually, the vast majority of what we're feeding out here consists of feral pigs. If you guys don't have feral pigs where you're from, give it a little while. I'm sure they're going to show up. Pretty big invasive species. A lot of folks trying to get rid of these guys. Not many folks eating them. So we'll gladly feed them to the alligators. In the wild, about 80% of an alligator actually consists of turtles. Sounds pretty good, right? Hard, crunchy outside, soft, gooey center. Making me hungry just thinking about it. All right, let's see if Prince Eric comes back up with that neck roast there. Yep, he's got it. Hopefully he's going to smash that thing here in just a second. He might swallow it whole. Somebody like Prince Eric that's weighing 700 and 800 pounds could probably swallow about a 60-pound pig. Problem. All right, last couple pieces, and I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Typically, once I get low on food, it's just a good idea to get out of here. Then we'll do something real exciting. Everybody here can swim, right? No. You got any non-swimmers?
Yes.
Don't raise your hand. You're volunteering. Catch one of y'all. Nice, calm alligator feeding, though. I really hadn't had to run for my life, which is always a good thing. Works out good for me. Not as exciting for you guys, I'm sure. Not the craziest alligator feeding, but I'll take it. Did Arnold eat his bone, or is it laying on the other side of him over there? Did y'all watch?
Just said hi.
Laying over there, he doesn't
My
want
phone's
it.
gonna die, though.
Somebody wants to grab that, I'll try again. Just kidding. What I'm actually going to do is hanging out over to my left over there. I see Miss Sherry's under the shade tree. If you guys have not had the opportunity yet to hold an alligator, Miss Sherry has one out. I highly recommend you hold one. Ladies, they're not slimy, they're not slippery. They feel kind of like a $2,000 pair of shoes. So they're quite pleasant. So y'all go over there and find her before we get out of here. If you guys hadn't made it to the back of the swamp, the further you go down this path, the bigger these guys will get. Our number 1 and number 3 guy reside back there in the back of the swamp. I know Captain Crunch is out. Other than that, if you agree with anybody, send me down here in the corner. Y'all enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down in that corner.